All right, guys, this is gonna be a very short and sweet video, and I know I say that all the time, but I mean it this time. My voice is still a little shot because I've been sick. So I just got off another coaching call today, and I have the most amazing, amazing clients in the world. But the last 2 weeks, I have seen a common theme. And I see this on the free calls that I do as well, the manifestation makeover calls. So many of you think that you are not doing your manifestation process correctly. You think that you're not being consistent enough. You think that you're not doing all the things when you should be doing them. You think you're not visualizing right. You think you're not scripting right. You think you're not scripting enough. You think you're not doing your be, do, and have list. You're not meditating the right way. You got to forget about all of this stuff. And I feel like I dropped the ball a little bit because I really, really, really wanted to talk about this months ago, months and months and months ago. We need to get back to basics. The basics of the law of attraction is to do what feels good and to follow your feel good and just keep reaching for what feels good. The whole point is to take the path of least resistance, right? So when it comes to your manifestation practice, if it doesn't feel good and if it's overwhelming you and it's making you crazy, don't do it. And no matter what I say, no matter what I teach, take whatever sounds good to you. Take whatever sounds easy, take whatever sounds fun, use that and leave the rest. You don't have to do everything that I say. You don't have to do everything all the gurus say. You don't have to do everything that all your teachers say or everyone that you're following or all the YouTube videos that you watch, all the books that you read. And I know this to be true because years ago, before I ever started working with a coach, I had a gigantic manifestation to-do list. My coach at the time, actually she's still my coach, but at the time, she called it Amanda's manifestation to-do list, affectionately. And she was joking about it because I wanted to fit in all of these things. In my morning, I wanted to meditate for 30 minutes. Then I wanted to list out my desires. Then I wanted to do some forgiveness work. I wanted to visualize. I wanted to script. I wanted to do everything. During the day, I had to make sure that I acted as if, and I did this and I did that. And it was so overwhelming. And after the last 2 weeks talking to so many of you, I realize how overwhelmed you guys feel also. We cannot feel overwhelmed in a manifestation practice. You got to be having a great time. It's got to be fun. It's supposed to be fun and it's supposed to be easy. Yes, you're learning. And yes, you're going to be learning at every single level that you get to. There's always going to be something to learn. There's always going to be an obstacle that you have to overcome. But when it comes to your practice is your own. You create it however you want to create it. You do what is easiest to you, what's most fun to you. You do whatever sings to you, whatever makes your soul happy. That is what your practice should be. So don't think that you need to do all of the things, and if you don't do all the things, then it's not going to work. You have to remember this is your practice. At the end of the day, it is only yours. It's not my practice. I tell you what works for me. I give you the best advice that I can possibly give you. But I never always took all the advice that I got from my teachers and my coaches. I still don't. You have to kind of, you have to create them in such a way that it's yours and it's uniquely yours because everybody is different. But at the end of the day, you need to remember it's supposed to be fun, it's supposed to be easy, and it's supposed to be yours. You're not doing anything wrong. There's never anything wrong. This is your practice. This is your life. You manifest things the way you want to. So whatever feels good, do it. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. If it's overwhelming you, throw it out the window. Don't even look at it. Do whatever feels good. And as far as consistency goes, I know I spoke about this a few videos ago. I talk about it all the time, but it keeps coming up and it keeps coming up. You don't need to do things 1,000,000 times a day to be consistent. You don't need to do things 1 hour in the morning to stay consistent. Consistency means that you are doing something for just a few minutes every day. You're getting into that high vibe space and you're getting into that space consciously. You're doing it with the intention of activating your feel good vibes. You're doing your manifestation practices with the intention of activating them and the intention of calling all of your desires into your reality. It's just a few minutes is all it takes. Because sometimes when we try to take an hour out of our day to do it, so we take an hour out of our day and then we try to do it the next day. And then the next day, well, no, I can't do it anymore. And this is too much time. How am I going to pencil it in? We don't get it done. So when we try to be consistent and we want to make consistency be this really long thing or this all day thing or this all morning thing, it doesn't get done. So consistency just means a few minutes a day. 17 seconds. I keep pulling my bra strap up. Gotta tighten that. Yes, I'm just so attractive, guys. Such a great woman, aren't I? Abraham Hicks says it takes 17 seconds. 17 seconds to visualize your desires. 17 seconds to amp up your vibe. 17 seconds. That's it. So think about that. If it only takes 17 seconds to really, really, really amp up your vibes and get into alignment, then all it takes is 17 seconds of your manifestation practice every day. A minute, 2 minutes. So stop freaking out that you're not doing it right. Stop freaking out that you're not doing it consistently enough. Stop freaking out that you're just not manifesting the right way. You are. As long as it feels good, you're doing it right. Because it has to feel good for you. That's it. And you have to remember that. And that's honestly, that's law of attraction basics right there. It really is. And I feel like I dropped the ball because I have not been talking about this enough. And I keep seeing it coming up in my client calls, in my regular coaching calls, in my free manifestation makeover calls. I keep seeing it coming up over and over again. Your practice is yours. You create it however you want to create it. You're not doing anything wrong. So whatever feels good, whatever feels fun, whatever feels exciting, and whatever lights your soul up, that's what you do. And then leave the rest out. Do whatever makes you happy. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and DM me. And also sign up for your manifestation makeover call if you didn't already. These calls have been insane, like absolutely on fucking fire, and I'm so excited every time I get on a new call because you girls are just bringing so much energy to these calls. I love it. I love it. If you didn't sign up for your free call yet, you can go to the link in my bio to sign up. They're amazing, and I'm just helping you through your manifestation process. I want to know all about your manifestation process, and I want to know what struggles you're having with your process, and then I'm going to help you get over them so you can start manifesting everything that you want before the new year. You got this, girls. This is your practice. You make it your own and you do whatever the fuck feels good. That's it. I'll see you guys later. Mwah. Comment, DM me with any questions. I love you guys.